I secretly replaced my office's regular coffee with Decaf for a month and no one noticed until I told them. Our marketing department runs on coffee 6 pots a day minimum. People joke they bleed fresa. Janet has a mug that says death before Decaf. Mark claims he can taste the difference between coffee roasted 3 days apart. I am the office manager. I order supplies including the sacred coffee beans. Last month, I attended a wellness seminar about caffeine addiction in workplaces. The presenter showed studies about anxiety, insomnia, afternoon crashes. I looked around our office. Janet's hands shaking during presentations. Mark's 3 p.m. energy drinks. Sarah's constant complaints about not sleeping. I decided to run an experiment. Starting Monday, I quietly switched our premium dark roast to its Decaf Twin Sand brand. Same packaging. I kept one real pot in the break room for emergencies, but labeled it hazelnut pern, a flavor everyone claimed to hate. Day 1. Must be the new melatonin. Week 2. Janet presented without trembling. The afternoon slump disappeared. People were actually eating lunch instead of replacing it with pressa shots. The productivity metrics were fascinating. Morning efficiency stayed the same. Afternoon productivity increased by 15%. Sick days dropped. The usually tense Thursday meetings became almost pleasant. Sarah mentioned her skin was clearing up. I switched predorizers, she explained. After a month, I couldn't contain it anymore. During our Friday team meeting, I made an announcement. I have a confession. For the past month, you've all been drinking decaf. Silence. Then chaos. What? Mark slammed his mug down. I can taste caffeine. This is impossible. But I haven't had withdrawal headaches. Because there were no withdrawals, I explained. Your bodies adjusted naturally when you thought you were still drinking regular coffee. Sarah laughed, then stopped. Wait, so my insomnia just disappeared because of decaf? Mark was furious. You had no right. This is manipulation. I need caffeine to function. Do you though? I asked. Your reports have been early all month. You haven't needed a single afternoon energy drink. That's not the point, he stormed out. The office divided into camps. Half thought it was brilliant territy. They felt better and hadn't noticed. The other half felt violated, deceived, manipulated. Janet surprised me. I am angry, she admitted. But also, I haven't used my anxiety medication in 2 weeks. I thought it was the yoga. HR got involved. Returnly secretly changing the office coffee could be considered tampering with food and creating a hostile work environment. I received a formal warning, but here is the interesting part. After I switched back to regular coffee, half the team stuck with Decaf. They'd discovered they didn't actually need the caffeine part, just the ritual. Mark, despite his anger, started mixing half calf. Don't want to admit you were right, he muttered, but my sleep has gone to shit again. Last week, the company implemented Wellness Wednesdays pern decaf only in the main break room. Those who want caffeine can use the machine in the south kitchen. My experiment cost me trust with some colleagues, but it also opened eyes. We'd been medicating ourselves into anxiety and insomnia, believing we needed a drug to function normally. The death before Decaf's mug. Janet still uses it for her decaf. The placebo effect is powerful, but sometimes so is the truth. Even when it comes in a cup of secretly switched coffee. Was I wrong? Prumi, did it work? Barbara, would I do it again?